Welcome along this afternoon. Perfect timing for us here, and we are ready for stage number 6 this afternoon. And we're at the stop line. The cloud is down. It's a cloudy down day today, definitely. We kind of, when we arrived here earlier in the week on Wednesday, we got the general feeling and the weather forecast that it was going to start bad weather this weekend. A lot of rain today, a lot of low cloud and mist. It's going to clear up tomorrow, apparently, looking at the forecast, but it has sort of shape-shifted all along. And during the recce, 2 days of recce, it was warm sunshine, it was beautiful, and well, look at it now, it's not so good. And at the stop line here, we've been here for the past sort of hour or so, and it's been, the weather's come in, the wind has blown. It's kind of almost like not typical Portuguese weather. It's more like the sort of stuff that you get in the Azores, and a bad sort of Atlantic storm coming in off the sea. But we're here at the end of the stage, good to go, waiting for Victor Cartier to arrive. But the big sort of battle really this afternoon is between Andreas Mikkelsen and Dani Sordo, swapping positions in the previous stage number 5. So the gap between Sordo and Andreas Mikkelsen at the moment is 0.7 of a second. Alexei Lukyanuk still holding on to third position. The gap down to him is 5.1 seconds from Dani Sordo. So it's tight at the top. The top 3 drivers are separated by 5.8 seconds in my calculation here at the end of stage number 6. So big fight. Lukyanuk wasn't happy with the setup of his car this morning. Sordo, he was just squirming away, picking up a puncture in stage number 5, a front right puncture. Now, I've been marking it off on my start list this morning. Quite a few people have been plagued by punctures, and this is going to be the story this afternoon here in Fafe. That we had Victor Cartier. He picked up a puncture in stage number 5, which was the first stage out of service. We had Dani Sordo picking up a front right as well, and then Umberto Scandola with a puncture. So everyone's struggling. Also, Andreas Mikkelsen just really struggling with the driving conditions this afternoon. It's really super slippery. So if we just look around here, we're on the stop line is, of course, tarmac. This is the surface. We were talking about this morning. This is the surface we were on last year, and over there is the mud. And with this rain and the sand and the stuff, it's looking not so nice, especially with the rain. We've got. I'm standing on my own at the moment, of course, at the end of the stage. We're waiting for the first drivers to come, so I'm standing quite some distance away from Chris, the cameraman. So bear with me just while we get ourselves ready, because the first car's coming, and we're adhering to the social distancing rules. So I need to put my face mask on. So I'll cover my face up, because you don't want to see that, do you? And get myself ready. So there we go. So we're good to talk to the drivers. We've sanitised the microphone as well, and we are good to talk to our first drivers. So yeah, you can see the sandy surface off in the distance, really wet and rutty out there, and rocks are being pulled out. So a real test for the drivers to keep maximum attack this afternoon and drive round the rocks that are being exposed. Talking to Miko Marchek, he's on the Michelin tyres, and he was saying in the previous stage it's hard to sort of get a balance of performance between on the stage, not knowing really where to push and where to back off, because these rocks are pretty big. What we'll do, Chris, is we'll just move back just a little bit as we swing the camera round to where we're supposed to stop. The marshals on the timing table are huddled under the easy up awning, as we call it, this little sort of safe haven for them. We're in our position now, waiting for Victor Cartier to come. We've got the standard stone here that we've just found to kick under the wheel. I'm not sure where the ERC rock has gone. I think it's in the back of the van somewhere. So yeah, it's kind of at the top then. So just looking at the standings, you know, Alexei Lukyanuk is in third position overall, Dani Sordo second, Andreas Mikkelsen out in front. So these two friends, Sordo and Mikkelsen, a bit like the Azores, it's going to be another fight right down to the wire here this weekend in Fafe. Simone Tempestini in fourth position overall. He's 3.2 seconds behind and Alexei Lukyanuk at the moment. Neil Solans swapped a position in stage number 5. So Neil Solans, the Spanish driver, moves up to 5th position, while Simone Campidelli drops down to 6th. Just 2.6 seconds separating those two drivers. All pretty quiet here at the moment, really quiet. There's sort of test of survival this afternoon in this weather. So I apologise for not having the helicopter for you this afternoon, but as we swing the camera around by this little football stadium here, you can see the reason why we have no helicopter, because visibility is really way down. We've got to say hello to Marco from Pirelli, who's standing there very patiently in his woolly hat, looking pretty good. So he's here on behalf of Pirelli. And if we just swing the camera down this way, Chris, just to give everyone a proper view of the end of the stage. You see there's a house there, probably, what is it, less than 100 metres away. And that house is just sort of enveloped in mist, so you can really understand why we haven't got the helicopter flying this afternoon. So we'll do our best for you here, and we'll cover as many cars as we can before we head off to the final stage of the day today, which is stage number 8. Obviously, all these stages this weekend we're covering on ERC Radio, so welcome along to our listeners who are also listening to on ERC Radio, as well as watching on our YouTube and Facebook channels. Follow the conversation, of course, on Twitter and Instagram, and we've got loads of content for you to keep you entertained, and of course the official ERC website, which is FIAERC.com, where all the news, gossip and all the live timings are on there for you. Victor Cartier slices the timing beam, comes down, so just filling a little bit of time waiting for the first car to arrive. Cartier is here. He's got that unenviable task of opening the road, and see the car's just showing a little bit of damage that was picked up in the Azores just a couple of weeks ago, but look at the gloop and the mud on the side of this thing. Really horrendous conditions. Tyres seem okay, seem like they're holding up. Victor, quelle surprise. You look like you've been fighting on the Dakar out there. What's it been like?
In the first stage we attacked, but we had a puncture with something in the mud, so yeah, we lost a lot of time, but this one is absolutely dangerous. It's like aquaplaning, even in straight line, no grip at all. We are slower than in road section, honestly. Very dangerous.
And is it raining in the stage? Is it standing water in puddles and in the ruts?
Everything in the same time. Fog, mud, rain. Well, it's very dangerous, yeah.
Okay. We'll let you go. Thanks very much, Victor. Obviously, survival for him. He said it was survival at the end of the stage number 5 earlier on, but saying that it's everything in here. Vignez comes to the end of the stage. Again, another Suzuki just caked in mud here at the end of the stage. Got his indicator on. I thought he had his hazard lights on. Let's have a word. Just looking at the times on board. How was it?
That's awful. That's very difficult because it's very slippery. With the speed in the brakes, it's the most difficult I do it in a rally. Yes. But it's okay. We finish. That's well.
Okay. So the relief on the drivers' faces that they've come through and they've finished this afternoon. Oops. You wouldn't expect this from Portugal. You'd expect a lot of sunshine and a lot of beauty that we could see yesterday, but Vignez goes off, so picking up a little bit of battle damage on the rear right of the car. The indicator is on. It's not the hazard lights that are on, I don't think. So I don't think he's actually got a problem with his car. That's Vignez through. So just to remind you, at this stage, it's 18.6 kilometres. Javier Pardo comes in now. A plume of steam coming off the brake caliper as the brakes are applied onto the disc at the end of the stage. We're in ERC2 category. Javier, Victor was saying, everyone's saying that it's like survival, it's incredible. Yeah. Obviously it's exactly the same for you. What's your feelings on it?
Yeah, no feeling. No feeling because it's impossible to drive. It's impossible, but it's a survive. Okay, the car is perfect, so it's good.
Okay, that's good. All right, no problem. The car is perfect. Everything is good. But for the little Suzukis, it's survival out there, and it's We'll get the two Suzukis out, and we'll get some times on the board for you. So just showing for me at the moment is Vignez setting 16 minutes 04. 6 minutes 04.5. Victor Cartier 16 minutes 56.1. 51.6 seconds slower than Vignez. Javier Pardo goes fastest out of the three cars we've had through at the moment. Fons is next up. See from him. Car 20, so the first of our Rally 2 cars, the doors open. Just let him sort himself out. The doors open immediately on car 20. We just want to have a quick look round the back of the car while we're here, just to make sure everything's good. Jose, what's it like?
Nightmare. I made a spin. I have lucky because I can finish the stage. It was very, very difficult, very, very slippery. You never know when you have a grip or not. Nightmare.
Nightmare. Door close. So everyone's all of the same opinion. There's no real fight or battle. It's just everyone getting through this one this afternoon. And Jose takes the car out of time control and swings round, so we'll wait for his time with a 14:52.8, 14:52 for Jose, our first of our Portuguese drivers to come through this afternoon. Right. Miguel will be next up, our Mexican driver. He's next on the start list this afternoon. Everyone hiding underneath the umbrella. So Vivek from MRF is there as well. He's just standing. I think he's listening or watching us at the moment online. I think is he watching? Yeah, maybe, or just trying to find out what's going on. So you get these guys all lurking at the end of the stage. So we've got Marco from Pirelli on the left, we've got Vivek from MRF on the right. I haven't got anyone from Michelin here at the moment, but yeah, all good, all good. So here we are waiting now for the next one to come down. It's a weird little stop line, this. I didn't arrange the big piles of gravel over here on the right, but they're there obviously for some sort of construction work, I think, to fill in the road afterwards, just to bring it back up to standard and just grade it afterwards. But Miguel is next up, another one of our Portuguese drivers on the Michelins. So the cars are bearing up, they're just absolutely covered in mud. Get the door open. Miguel, nice to see you. How is it?
Está tudo muito difícil, está impossível de andar, não se consegue acelerar, não se consegue travar. Há aqui alturas que eu acho que a gente vem parado, portanto, não, está tudo muito, muito difícil. É uma sorte a gente chegar ao final.
So very, very, very difficult. Door closed. We haven't got any real big stories to give you at the moment. Just the drivers just coming through, telling us that it's all difficult. There's no real fight or battle at the moment, just survival through this stage. So yeah, there we go. We're just seeing his time pop into the board. Miguel is 31.6 seconds behind Jose Fons coming through the stage. So you can see that everybody's pretty much split up at the moment. The time gaps between each of the drivers is huge at the moment, but it's going to get faster, and we're going to hear from the other drivers as well. Sorry, just moving the stone out of the way. I should be playing for Villarreal or something like that, or Porto. I think my rock kicking skills are getting on here. But right, get the start list out. Next up, Alberto Battistoli is next. The clean run through on the previous stage. Alberto clears the stage. just look, Chris, as he comes in, the amount of mud that's pouring off the mud flaps as they flap down. Marco's in there just taking some temperature off the tyres as he comes through. So first of our Pirelli drivers to come through. Alberto, everybody's saying it's survival out there. What was your grip level like, or were you just driving on road mode?
There was grip, really? No, this was a survival stage. But, you know, the most trickiest stage of my life. I think it is a good game with Barum Rally, talking about grip of the road, but wow, such an occasion to see that condition.
Just some words in Italian as well, because you got the Italian tyres on.
È stata una prova di sopravvivenza, però ci siamo riusciti ad uscirne e devo dire che se la gioca con il Barum a livello di strade, però va bene così, siamo qui.
Grazie mille. Thank you very much. That's Alberto Battistoli. Just to get his door closed. Eric Seitz comes in behind, wipers going from the Delta prepared car. The Skoda moves out the way, and then we get Eric just to come down to the stop line. He's just going to pull forward. Eric, he's coming in. Eric, how was that then? So Alberto was saying trying to find the grip level in the Barum Rally when it's raining. What's it like in Portugal trying to find the grip here?
For me, it was like one of the most difficult stage I ever did. I didn't see nothing for the whole stage about the fog and the grip level. I cannot tell you how bad it was, but I felt like I have the slicks on the car. It was really difficult. And I'm really happy that I reached the finish, because sometimes on the braking the car did nothing, sometimes I turned and it did nothing. So yeah, it was with the grip so difficult, and I think the time will be not so good.
Just some words in Czech as well for everyone back home.
Tak ahoj všem, kteří fandíte. Teď tady tahle zkouška byla opravdu asi nejtěžší zkouška mojeho života, protože to auto nedělalo vůbec nic. Ten grip tam prakticky nebyl, bylo to, jak kdybych jel na slikách, a do toho jsme měli opravdu velkou mrhlu, takže bohužel ten čas asi nebude úplně nic moc, ale já jsem moc rád, že jsem v cíli.
Thanks very much. Cheers, Eric. We'll see you later on. Have a good drive. Eric Seitz, so everyone's saying it's the most difficult stage of their life, so Eric Seitz on his way onto the next stage, which goes live in 7 minutes. So Victor Cartier is on to the next stage in 7 minutes time. Stage 7 is going live. You can see that the cloud has lifted quite a little bit in the past few minutes. We've only been on air now for 17 minutes, and the cloud has lifted from this house here, so it's pulled up just a little bit, but still, obviously there's a load of clouds still in the stage affecting the visibility for the drivers up there. Guerrier is next up. This morning we were saying it's a bit like Mexico, those stages, some of them. That's nothing like Mexico, because you never get that level of rain, do you?
This is so different when it's wet than when it's dry in the World Championship. I don't know, but maybe this is the most difficult stage I have ever drove. It's really easy to go out and really easy to block the brakes, and I don't know, it's crazy. You have to be full focus on what are you doing. I think I lose a lot of time, but also at the same time I didn't get any mistake of going out of the road, and I don't know, we will see the time.
Thanks very much. Good luck on the next one as well. So there we go, that's Guerrier from Mexico, where it's always sunny and nice over there. Just got some messages in from Jakob, who is in the Czech Republic at the moment. He's just sent a message in to say, according to the GPS tracker, it looks like Simone Campidelli is stopped. So Campidelli is stopped. That is what we have at the moment. Let's have a word with Mundo Arujo. Mundo arrives in a car caked in mud. Oh, Mundo, Is this typical sort of stages you get in the Portuguese Championship?
No, it's really, really slippery. We are all the time sliding. We are losing time and time, so it's really difficult. It's a big challenge for us.
And just some words in Portuguese as well.
Está a ser muito difícil, os troços estão muito escorregadios, estamos a andar muito para o lado, a perder muito tempo. Temos que fazer alguma coisa, mas não está a ser fácil. Obrigado.
Thanks very much. Thank you. That is Armando Araújo. Coming into this stage, Araújo was 14th overall in the event, just 0.1 of a second behind Jose Fons. So we just want to see what that time looks like as we just switch back to this stage, because Araújo is through against Fons. I think he's taken the lead on him there with that time that's just come through. He's fastest through, 14 minutes 08.9. 14 minutes 08.9 for Armando Araújo, who was just through here just a moment ago. Let's check at my start list. Well, we're hearing on the messages that we had some just news in a short while ago that looks like Simone Campidelli has stopped in the stage. So we've got this gap now. If that's right and it's not a rumour, then we will have a few minutes wait here until we get our next one to come through. We don't know any news why Simone Campidelli has stopped, but we'll get Dani Sordo here after that. Sordo having a puncture in the previous stage, a front right puncture, but going well. Swapping with Andreas Mikkelsen in the last stage as a result of that, but doing well, leading the rally earlier on today, so Sordo will be next up. Fastest in the qualifying stage yesterday as well, first to pick his road position for the day. So we'll see how Sordo gets on. But the level of grip for all tyres this afternoon is just very, very challenging out here. Eric Seitz just saying that he was sliding all over the place, just almost braking, and the car doing absolutely nothing out there. So trying to get the traction from the cars under competition speed, glue them to the road, is a tough job for all tyre manufacturers. So we've got Michelin, we've got Pirelli, and we've got MRF as well this afternoon that are out here. But at the moment we've got this gap, which is the gap of Simone Campidelli. Yes, Simone Campidelli is a technical problem. That's what we're hearing. It should be a technical problem for Simone Campidelli. Don't think he's off the road in terms of being out of the road in a crash, just a little bit of an issue with the car. So next up will be Dani Sordo. See what Sordo has to say, a veteran of Rally Portugal. And here we are in Fafe. He's been up here before in the past, so knows this area, but obviously driving a different machine, driving the Rally 2 car this weekend, and it's raining. Where normally when we come to Portugal for Rally Portugal, it's sunny and it's dusty and it's hot on the hills. Right, here he is. Dani Sordo comes through, losing the lead of the rally to Andreas Mikkelsen in the previous stage. Immediately the door is open. Let's wait for him to organise himself. Danny, we're just hearing that Simone stopped in the stage. Did you see him in there?
Sorry?
Simone Campidelli is stopped in the stage. Did you see him pulled over?
I didn't see anything because it was so difficult. Very, very slippery. For me, I don't have grip at all. It's zero grip. Zero grip. So I just passed through the stage. I even not drive fast. It's to kill yourself is very easy. It's really, really slippery.
Thanks very much. So that's it. Didn't see anything. Didn't see Campidelli in there. Just drove and passed through the stage. So yeah, Chris, just come and have a look at this. Just before he goes. Just the mud in the rear wheel arch. Just so much mud. My phone is buzzing away at the moment. Just to see. Yeah, we've got a picture of. Yeah. I've got it. Thanks, Vivek. Just Campidelli. Just if I can sort this out for you. So there you go. Yeah, Campidelli pulled over at the side of the road, if you can see that. So Campidelli is stopped. Technical problem, which is Danny Sordo's teammate. See, I've got some more pictures coming in. Yeah, so he's pulled off. That's why Sordo couldn't see him. Let's just do this for you without showing you all my contact details. So that is Campidelli pulled off the road in a safe place behind some rocks, so that's why Sordo didn't see him. Mikkelsen is here next. Wait for Andreas to organise himself. Andreas, you thought the previous stage was hard to do. What about this one then?
Yeah, the previous one, it was slippery everywhere, but here you had grip and then suddenly you lost it, so it was really difficult. Tried to use my eyes a lot and try to see how the grip is, but not easy, but it was okay. We managed.
Yeah, you managed, all right. Thanks very much. That is Andreas. So the previous stage he said it was slippy all the time, and then this stage is you had some grip and then lost it all of a sudden. So yeah, maybe we could just walk down here just for a minute. Mikkelsen has passed Sordo. Sordo's just pulled up at the side of the road just down there behind or just in front of our ERC van. So he's just checking the car, I think they're out of the car on the left hand side, just checking there he goes, just checking the tyre pressures at the end of the stage. Just drop the pressures down. So they're ready for the road section. It's only a short road section to the next stage. So get the pressures to the right level before trying to hunt some grip in the next stage. So the big battle is if Sordo and Mikkelsen are working hard to try and just wait for Sordo and Mikkelsen. Sorry, I'm just looking at something else whilst I should be talking to you. There we go. Andreas Mikkelsen, it just slots in. Andreas Mikkelsen still retains the lead of the rally. 14.8 seconds now, the gap between Danny Sordo and Andreas Mikkelsen. We're waiting for Alexei Lukanuk to arrive next. Again, another bit of a gap here, but Niels Solens will be next, and then Alexei Lukanuk. Waiting for a message to come in. Okay, Niels Solens arrives. The weather here is sinister, because over there it's all cloudy and thick and horrible, but we can see mountains over there on the right. Right, Niels in. Just wait for you to sort yourself out. Yeah, so what can you say about that? Everyone said exactly the same, and I feel for you. How was it for you?
It's amazing sleepy. We catch a lot of fog, and I was driving like when I go to the supermarket, so very slowly, trying to just stay on the road. Undrivable. It's totally undrivable. I cannot focus on the pace notes, nothing. Just try to stay on the road. Amazing.
What was your average speed through the stage? What were you?
I cannot check it. I have no idea. No. We should check the time and the distance of the stage. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Very slow, but very slow for sure. Very slow.
Thanks, Neil. See you later on. So slow, driving like he was driving to the supermarket for Niels Solens. So Neil is out. Next up is the Alexei Lukanuk, the Russian rocket. He's next. So right, strap yourself in. Alexei's next. Here we go. See what he has to say. Brace yourself, Portugal. The Russian rocket slices the timing beam, slithering and sliding around. Pirelli tyres doing their best in these challenging conditions this afternoon. Mud on the side of the car. Marco straight in with the temperature gauge 27 or thereabouts, just to check the temperature across the tyre. Is he going to talk to us? Let's wait for him to loosen his helmet off. Alexei, everyone's saying it's undrivable out there. From your perspective, what was it like?
Same.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. All right. There's nothing else to say. Everyone said the same. So cheers. There we are. So that's the story. All the drivers saying that it's undrivable out there this afternoon, just driving for surviving. What's it like for you, Alexei? The same. What else can we expect? So yeah, there's real no news here, apart from it is just survival this afternoon. Lukyanuk is through, so that completes our top three. But let's just see with Lukyanuk's time on the board as that slots in after the stage overall. Oh, right, Dani Sordo, this is interesting. Dani Sordo loses position now, drops down to third overall. Alexei Lukyanuk is now lying in second in the rally, 5.8 seconds behind Andreas Mikkelsen. So Lukyanuk's time, if you just slot that in, Lukyanuk and Mikkelsen setting exactly the same time in the stage. 13 minutes 47.7. Alexei Lukyanuk 13 minutes 47.7. So joint tied stage winners here for the Russian Rocket and Andreas Mikkelsen. Dani Sordo 14.1 seconds slower. So that's 14.1 seconds slower. Overall in the standings at the moment, Andreas Mikkelsen is leading by 5.8 seconds over Alexei Lukyanuk, who moves up to second. Dani Sordo slips down to third after battling his way through this stage. 9 seconds the gap between Alexei Lukyanuk and Dani Sordo now. Neil Solondz is lying in fourth overall. We're live this afternoon. We're going to wrap it up shortly. I just want to find out Umberto Scandola. He had a puncture in the previous stage. We'll wait for Scandola to come through. My phone is lighting up with messages here at the end of the stage just to see if we've got anything coming through at the moment. Right, we're just waiting for the next one to come through, but a little bit of a gap here at the moment. So Scandola has retired for technical problems. That's what we're hearing on the messaging system. So Scandola has retired. So for technical, that's the reason why there's a gap here at the moment. We were expecting Scandola to come through. That's Umberto Scandola, but he's retired for a technical problem. And Simone Campidelli is a throttle problem. That was Simone, who was pulled up at the side of the road before. We showed you that picture, but that was Simone Campidelli, the other MRF backed car, which is a teammate to Dani Sordo. So he has a